Hey everyone!
We're live.
How's the light? We have a little light set up. I don't know if it needs to be brighter.
Woo. There's good.
So,
Where does it tell us? Oh, there's 7 people here, right there.
yeah, there's 7
Okay,
people.
this is our first live stream, and we're very nervous about it.
Even though we probably know all of you from
Yeah, how can we
talking
see
through
who's here?
Instagram. I think it's up in this.
The connection is unstable. Uh-oh, is our
Oh,
internet
no.
going to be done? Okay, well, if you join in, let us know where you're from. Say hi. Get in that chat a little bit, and we want to know who's here. And otherwise, we're just gonna like talk and ramble and go from there. And let us know if the internet connection is wacky too, because or if you can't hear us, because we can adjust all of that stuff. So
yeah, I mean, if somebody on here has our phone number, text message one of us, because nobody has chatted. We can't see.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Hey, Travels with Kevin. How you guys doing?
I'm waving at you and you're waving back. I can tell.
Where are you guys now? Hey, Hagen. No, we haven't met, but maybe one day.
Oh, the Dober van. Hi,
hey, guys. Ramble away. Yeah. Isn't that fun? Glad to see people are talking and seeing us, because we weren't sure about our internet connection. But one of the things we want to say is thank you, everyone who has supported us along the way. I know I've made these videos mostly because I've used people in the van life community asking a lot of questions through Facebook, through Instagram. And so it means a lot to me that people have helped me and been so giving in that regard. So I wanted to start putting videos out of my process, show that some average guy can do it themselves, because I didn't really have the skills beforehand that I probably would have needed for building a van, as like a career or something like that. But I've made it work, and I think anybody can do. Yeah, I mean,
learning a lot.
And I hope people are learning from us as well. So
we've got some people from Tucson, Travels with Kevin. Some people from Virginia. My parents are here. Hi, Mom and Dad. They're in Wisconsin. The Dober van, they're in Las Vegas. Yeah. Yeah.
And Travels with Kevin, you guys are living in your van full time. Is that right?
I think they are. Oh, Jesse. Hi, Jesse. Jesse and I work together.
So you guys have questions for us? I mean, hey, from New York. That's awesome. Derek Davis, how's it going? Ask away. I mean, we can definitely ramble if you guys want, talk about, life. But if you guys have questions for us, because I know what you see is pretty much what we share on Instagram. If you're, not personal friends with us, or on YouTube, then usually that's just DIYing stuff. So I mean, don't share all that much.
Yeah, we can talk about us, or we can talk about van stuff. We can talk about the dogs who are here but being sleepy and lazy. Yeah, we can. Otherwise, we're just gonna go on and on. Frankie's right next to me. Someone asked where Frankie is. He's sleeping right here. You can almost see him. Francis, cuddled under his blankie.
And then Wallace is there under that blanket.
Yeah. The question.
All right, so we got a question. Have you got your new drone out yet? So, Steve, I know we talked about it. I have bought a drone. 2 weeks now ago, I went down to help a buddy install a Webasto heater, which is a video that is coming out tomorrow. So make sure you guys check that out. But he had a Mavic Mini drone. And talked me into immediately buying the Mavic Mini 2, which was just released. So we are super excited to have a drone to be able to use for the channel and just
play with.
Yeah, I think it'll up the game quite a bit. So.
Yeah, that's super exciting.
Yeah.
Someone asked, what's the timeline for finishing the van?
Yeah, timeline. So 7 months ago. So we were supposed to get married in June. I'm sure some of you know that story, watching our YouTube videos and stuff like that. But our plan originally.
Drew and Jen. Hi, Drew and Jen.
Hey.
Hi, we miss you.
Our plan was to have the van done by our wedding in June, and with COVID, of course, things changed. Lots of things changed. So now we're kind of just building the van slowly, and
budget is a big part.
Yeah, budget is a big.
Not yet.
One-on-one messages about like the battery, or sorry, the alternator setup and stuff that we had, and then also the 25 amp fast charger. So goal zero, I don't know if you knew this, but the fast charger, they don't suggest using it, but they said there's not really problems with it. But they just came out with the Yeti X model chargers. So I was actually able to just email their return area, their, I guess, return center, I think is what the email said. And they just are going to switch me out for one of the new Yeti X power systems. So if you guys are looking to do that with an AC charger, shore power type of hookup, definitely look into that if you have one of those 25 amp fast chargers. Sorry, that was a little tangent.
So no, we haven't upgraded. We
have not upgraded yet.
We're still using the smaller one. It works fine, and we can plug in a lot of places.
Yeah, we do kind of get pretty close to maxing it out with our water pump going and a fan going. But we're just conscious of it. But when we do upgrade, we won't have to really worry about any of those issues. So Derek, do you have one yourself? We'll see if you say something. Maybe we'll look down the list to see if there's other questions.
Yeah. Let's see.
Barb, hey, how's it going?
Rhode Island. How's the moonshade? It's awesome. We use it all the time.
Yeah. Barb and me have contacted back and forth quite a bit about the moonshade and about bicycling. So that is one of our big passions, is biking, bike packing, mountain biking, road cycling, gravel riding. And so Barb has been on some amazing
That's awesome.
overnight trips and has some big ones planned. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she gets up to. She better start a YouTube channel just for that.
And she wants to know if we use it any rainy days. We did. It's not water repellent, like it'll leak through, but it does a really good job of like having water kind of roll off of it. So it'll drip a little bit, but otherwise you stay pretty dry.
Yeah. It's not completely waterproof, because I guess when it's been heavy rains, it's dripped through a little bit.
Yeah, it's like the seams that drip the most.
Yeah.
And along where it meets the van, there's like a gap. So we are putting in basically like a gutter there.
Yeah. That's one of the things we just bought off of Amazon. Is there is a J gutter. It's called RV gutter or J gutter, and so we just bought that and haven't installed it yet, but I'm hoping to get to that in the coming week or two. So
that way too, like where our kitchen is located, if it's raining outside and you have the door open without the moonshade or anything there, the rain like comes into the kitchen. So if we have the gutter there, that'll help help a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that, ProMasters in general.
Drew and Jen said they had leaks too
issues,
without the gutter. Yeah.
So I know Barb is in the smaller ProMaster, the ProMaster City, I think is what it's called. And so maybe you don't have as many issues as we do, but we definitely get a lot of water in the door if we open it during rainstorms and stuff like that.
Pouring or whatever.
Green Apricot, new subscriber. Heck yeah.
Yay.
Welcome to the channel. I hope.
And our first live stream.
Yeah. I hope, the things that we put out there can be useful to you if you're building a van or wanting to learn things about it, or just enjoy seeing us biking or hiking
whatever else we're doing.
Whatever else we're going to get up to. Yeah. So that's a big thing for the future. Derek is looking to get the 3000X. So back to that conversation. I suggested, I think it is a great system.
We can't wait to get it. It's just.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, if anybody out there, a lot of people do DIY systems, and I think, a good portion of the people on our list, like the Dover van, you guys are planning to do that.
Drew and Jen, they had a pretty good battery bank and everything too. Yeah.
A very big battery bank.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those things, like you could probably save some money doing it yourself with things, different pieces and stuff.
Definitely more complicated.
But then more things, if one thing breaks, you can fix that, and you won't have to put another $3,000 into a brand new system. But with Goal Zero's customer service and all that, they do a pretty good job. So if something were to break, I think you have some help there.
Yeah.
But I bought a Goal Zero 400 almost 10 years ago, and it's lasted this long. And it's probably getting close to the battery needing to be replaced. But I think they're a great company, and their goals and mission and all that stuff are pretty great. So
yeah,
back to I just
we could talk about Goal Zero all day. Or
probably
he can. I can't. Let's see what else. How was the road trip to Wisconsin? Yeah, for those of you who are new here, we went to Wisconsin in November as safely as possible. Everyone got tested that was there. Oh, hi, Sue. My aunt's on.
Hey, Susan.
So we went to Wisconsin, and while we were there, we got married.
Yeah, she put a ring on it.
And yeah, it was really fun. And we got to it was just our very close family, his parents and brothers, and my parents and sister and brother-in-law. And they, we had a really great time, and it was small, and the weather was great. It was a little bit cold, but
we had the heater
awesome.
Installed, so
yeah, we had the heater.
Perfect.
It was perfect. He installed it right before we left, and it worked really well.
Yeah, and we did a really good job of just unplugging. So if you did watch our video of going back to Wisconsin, we did the one bike ride Trail Tuesday video that we just released this past week, and then our actual running wedding video, which was more pictures because we just left the camera to the side. So
yeah.
So
trying to recover from work. Have we gotten stuck in our backyard? Yes. Once before that trip.
Yeah.
Well, did you get stuck before you went to help?
No, I didn't.
No.
Okay. I put wood pieces down. We had 2 weeks of rain. We actually, it was hurricane season right before. So we had, I think, 3 or 4 hurricanes come through within a month period, or tropical storms. They downgraded by the time they got
just
here.
Rain when they got to us.
But it was straight rain. Our whole backyard is clay, so there was a good deal of mud, and the tires probably went into the ground that far.
That was a stressful time for us.
It was, yeah.
Not proud of how we handled it.
Oh my gosh.
There was a little bit of yelling. Our neighbors probably thought we were crazy.
Yeah.
We were millimeters from just scraping up the whole side of the van on this giant bolt on our fence.
Our fence. Yeah. So we have a double gate, and where the gate is held in on the corner, there's the bolt that sticks out probably about that far.
A huge bolt, like a big bolt.
And we couldn't get the van straight through the gate, backing up. And because if I could show you a picture, maybe I'll send it put it out in the community tab in the next couple of days, just to show you what the side gate looks. But you have to basically parallel park the van to get out of the fence because of where our garden boxes are. And because of how soggy the grass was, or the ground was, I couldn't back up in the spot that I needed to get the van straight. So we came at an angle, and so that bolt was just literally millimeters away.
Yeah.
And I actually took our slack line and put it up against around the fence post.
To ratchet it
away and moved the whole fence post about 5 inches because the ground was so soggy.
And it was still just millimeters.
And
we put a foam thing between it, and then we just held our breath and thought we were going to die. We were going to just cry the whole afternoon away. And this is the day, actually, was this the day we were leaving, or the day before we were leaving?
The day before.
The day before we were leaving. Oh my God.
So that was fun.
Oh, that was a nightmare. Did you tell him about that? Is that what you asked? It was Drew.
It was Drew, okay.
Drew said.
Yeah.
Oh
Drew's just going to start jabbing little things.
Okay, let's see what else.
When do you hope to go full-time in the van? Where will you go first?
Of course, Jesse is asking this. Who I work with. Secrets, Jesse. Secrets.
Full-time is up in the air, kind of. We have an older dog. He's 13 years old.
13 and a half?
13 and a half. And so we would never hit the road full-time with him around.
Yeah, he's too stressed. We brought him with us back to Wisconsin, and he tolerated it, but there's no way like full time we could do that with him.
Yeah.
He's got some mobility issues. He's an old man, and he needs
Very
his
anxious.
comfort. Yeah, and he hates being in the car because he's never really been in the car a ton. So he needs his comfort, and he deserves his comfort. So we're not going to leave until that. We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things.
That's one of the things. And then obviously budgeting for the road. And, you know, if Katie, you know, you leave your job or something like that in the future, we need to have money saved up to be able to pay for things. And
the other criteria for me is like my plan for jobs on the road is to work as a veterinarian as a relief vet. And with COVID right now, I probably don't feel comfortable doing that until we have a vaccine, like the veterinarians. And we just found out in North Carolina, we are group 3, or like 1C or whatever it is. So we're next to get vaccines, which is perfect. Can't wait. I'm getting the vaccine. You do you, but I'm lining up first one to get the vaccine. So that's part of my criteria for like feeling comfortable to work relief and everything. So that budget cue, the van being done.
Yeah.
Our other financial goals, like paying off some debt still. So lots of criteria. So unknown. Soon.
But I mean, one of our goals for 2021 is to do a lot of local travel. Luckily, Katie will have a couple days off during the week at times, sometimes 4 days off at a time. So being able to do a couple day overnights in the Southeast, because there are so many beautiful places in the mountains, getting up to Virginia, you know, South Carolina, Tennessee, all these places have just beautiful parks, national parks, state parks, national forest land. So getting out as much as we can is going to be a huge part of going forward.
And part like on the channel, that's what we hope to do too. Like in addition to to the build stuff, is to add in more like lifestyle. So like our, you know, all of our trips basically.
Yeah.
Biking, running, hiking.
Yeah,
works.
I mean, a Trail Tuesday type thing. Like, I don't know if you've seen some of those videos, doing those that are more specifically just about the trail or the road or whatever it be that we're on. And then, van life type lifestyle stuff. So it'll be more geared towards, this is what living in a van looks like. So cool.
Which we are excited to experience.
Logan, I love this channel. Thanks, brother.
I asked Matt when we started, can I swear on this? But if you know me, you know I swear. Sue says, do you have any hints for traveling with the dogs? I feel like we've just gotten lucky and that our dogs travel super well. So it's gonna be a learning curve for us. I don't have any tips yet. Like, it depends on your dog. It depends on where you're going, what you're doing, all that sort of stuff. But we're going to kind of figure it out as we go. And they seem to do well so far, like all the way to Wisconsin. They just slept. So, I
mean, one of the big things that I can say from having these guys is when you get them out doing things, they are a lot less reactive, you know, like barking and stuff. Yeah, getting your dog tired is a big thing. A tired dog is a happy dog, I think.
Yes, for sure. Like these guys right now, they're all tired. But they didn't do anything today, so I don't know why they're tired.
So Ryan is asking, all-time favorite place you've traveled. Is that together or separate or in the van?
We've been thinking about this because we did one of those show us a picture or whatever things, and we talked about, or we were talking to each other about like, where's your favorite place or whatever.
Yeah.
Together, maybe either Hawaii or the Canadian Rockies.
Yeah, Canadian Rockies. I think the Canadian Rockies definitely tops the tops.
But Hawaii we got engaged in Hawaii. So
that
was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
And then separately, I mean, he's done so like in his younger days, he did like almost like sort of around the world style trip where he went to a bunch of different countries and has a bunch of crazy stories.
From that trip, I would probably say Fiji is one of my favorite all-time favorites. only because I spent a month basically just lounging on the beach and having having a great time. Otherwise, Australia, I think just the lifestyle there, it just laid back and cool, and lots of outdoor spaces, and people care about things, and just seemed like a really great
We're
place.
pretty bummed about the lack of ability to travel internationally right now too, because that's something we've always liked to do and had big plans and wanted to do, and it's a bummer, but we can travel around the US once we're safe, and
I think that's a big reason for buying a van and having a van.
It's easy to isolate,
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, but even with how expensive air travel is and stuff like that, the amount of slow travel that you can do in a van and seeing one place for a month at a time,
we want to slow travel.
Very appealing to us. So hopefully going forward, that'll be.
I think Jesse asked where we want to go first. I think Arizona is the top of our list for where to go first.
Yeah, that probably is definitely the south, just
for lots of reasons.
Southwest for the most part is. We probably will just stay there for a while. So, what else is?
Let's see. Have you thought about paring down if you do go full time in the van? Yes, we talk about this all the time.
We're always paring down because we have way too much stuff.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff. And so we just, long story short, we had a kitchen remodel. We had to redo all of the floors in the entire house as far as like refinishing them. So before we went to Wisconsin, we moved out of our house completely. And we tried to pare down. We did that. And we're still trying to pare down as we move back in. So it's a process. And I think we've made some good headway.
I feel like we got rid of like half of the house.
Yeah, we probably did. We still got some stuff to get rid of, like some clothes, that we just don't fit in, like that sort of stuff. We're probably going to rent the house. That's kind of our tentative plan right now. So we don't have to get rid of all the things. Like we can keep the furnishings and stuff when we do go full time, and just figure out what sentimental stuff we want to keep. Absolutely. But that's the hardest part, I think. I really think it's going to be the hardest part. We'll just see what we can fit in the van. That's going to be a big factor.
Yeah,
probably.
And that's one reason we put on our roof rack, we put 3 bars in the back to maybe put a platform in the future so that we can do storage up there, whether it be like winter gear or certain outdoor activities. Because in the past, we like to rock climb a lot, which is something we haven't done recently, but we have all the rock climbing equipment, biking equipment. We made it a priority to have mountain bikes and gravel bikes in our van. So that takes up a lot of space. Just backpacking equipment. We love to throw a backpack on, bring our tent out, and sleep out in it for a couple days. So
a lot of gear. We have a lot of gear.
And that's the big thing is a lot of people talk about paring down, but when it comes to outdoor equipment and like things that you actually use for activities, it's hard to just get rid of some of that stuff.
Super hard. So we'll have to figure out what we're going to use and want to keep and all that sort of thing. And we also are people who like seasons, and we've just been talking about, I've been saying, I miss winter, like real winter.
Yeah.
Like real winter. Here it's like 30 and muddy and rainy and no snow, at least where we are. And so we will want to do all the 4 seasons, and we have aspirations to go to Alaska. So we need winter stuff. And so that takes up a lot of space, right? Like that takes up so much space.
For sure. And I mean, I don't know, if everybody knows where we're from originally. I grew up in Minnesota. Katie grew up in Wisconsin. So we definitely have winter. The 4 seasons in our blood. And I mean, winter is 7 months out of the year, basically.
Yeah, half the year.
Just it'll be tough to get rid of that stuff, but hopefully we'll make space for it.
Well, and we're still figuring out the storage in the van. That's like some of the projects that are still upcoming is like the
Automator. Holy
sorry,
crap,
distracted.
Man.
Hi.
Thanks, Automator dude. Just gave a donation. That's amazing, brother. Thank you so much. And he also said, "Hey guys, how are you this fine weekend's eve?" Wonderful. We're getting to hang out with you guys, and you just gave us an amazing gift. I can't believe that, and thank you.
We're Friday. I have to work this weekend, so Friday was like a good day to hang out.
Yeah.
Not like we're doing anything else. Nobody's going anywhere doing
Yeah.
anything. So
I was just doing the last minute editing of a video for tomorrow. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed that. My buddy Ryan, who was in the group a little bit ago, he was actually the guy that asked about the all-time favorite places to travel. He has a channel. I went out to help him put in a heater. So he released his heater video last weekend, and I'm putting one out tomorrow, helping him install his Webasto heater after freshly doing it myself. So it worked out pretty well.
my mom says it's going to be below 0 in Wisconsin tonight. So everyone bundle up if you're in Wisconsin. Oh, someone asked about tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to answer it. We just got, which tattoo that you have is your favorite and why? Well, I am the only one that has more than one tattoo.
Yeah.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six tattoos. My sleeve is probably my favorite. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a big raven on there. It's like a full partial.
Awesome. Yeah, and I just have one. I mean, some of you probably have seen it in videos, just like peeking out. But
it's gonna get naked right now.
It's not just one, because it's basically my whole arm. But it's an ode to Minnesota was what it is titled, and it's basically the North Shore of Lake Superior. The state bird of Minnesota is the loon.
You're sitting on me.
Prickly rose, all native plants, raspberries. They were one of my favorite things growing up, was picking wild raspberries.
Oh, and the Superior hiking trail. Where is it?
Yeah, I gotta definitely throw that in there. So the Superior Hiking Trail Blue Blaze is on there as well. And of course, our logo, the cairn, is on there as well, right next to the beach. So that is the thing that shows where the trail is near water pretty often. So yeah.
And that's where we got together, is on the Superior Hiking Trail.
Yeah.
Blue Blazes. So that's big.
So
lots of sentimental things in that tattoo.
But yeah, I myself always decided something had to have very large sentimental value before I put it on my body.
And he went all the way to LA to get from North Carolina all the way to LA for your tattoo artist that you wanted. And he submitted his idea, and she picked it.
And she picked it to do it and stuff.
With the watercolor.
Look up Tattoo June. She's known for the watercolor tattoos. And so this is almost 2 years here.
Has it been that long? I guess,
Yeah, almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And so the ink, it's done amazing, not fading. I mean, that's a big complaint for some people, but she knows what she's doing. So look her up. All right, where are we next? There was another one up there. I just wanted to mention Green Apricot. I'm going to have to check out your channel because animations are cool. And I don't know if you've seen our animation with the rock stacking at the beginning of our videos. I had never done any animation, and I just decided I thought that would be cool to do. And so I crash course YouTube, learned how to do it. And I think it's something I'm going to update here soon, because the rocks don't look as great as the new stickers that we've put together. And so I kind of want to, now that I know more about Illustrator and Animate and stuff, I think I'm going to do some updating to that soon. So
ideas.
Yeah, let's run down. All right. What's the #1 national park you want to visit?
We've kind of put national parks on the back burner a little bit because we plan on having the dogs with us. And so we're going to be a little bit limited in the parks that we can visit. So I don't know. We haven't really thought about it.
Yeah.
I would like to visit them all, of course.
We, what is it in Tennessee, right at the border?
The Smoky Mountain.
The Smoky Mountain. I'm just completely blanking on it. I actually have not visited the Smoky Mountains yet. And we are
I haven't either.
3.5 hours away.
No, it's like 4.
Yeah.
4.
So that's one that, because it's so close, I want to get to soon, for sure. But I mean, even just driving through national parks when we can with the dogs, it wouldn't be a big.
And I feel like there's more doggy daycares in and around national parks now. Like, people are figuring it out that people want to visit that even if they have their dogs. So I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Yeah. And we've tried to, one of the goals when we're on the road is to chase 70 degrees. So if we can go to a national park that the dogs could stay in the van because it's cool enough, hopefully that will be a thing that we will be able to do. We actually are planning to get, I can't remember what the app is called, but you can see what the temperature in your vehicle is, and then it will alert you if it gets over a certain amount. So that's something that, will be important for the future. But if we're chasing 70 degrees, I think that'll definitely help out quite a bit.
Drew said, have you purchased any leveling blocks yet?
No, we have not.
Not yet. We've gotten lucky so far.
Yeah, sleeping on a tilt does suck. We've experienced it one night, I think, where we were like, Katie was like rolling into me the whole entire night, and I was at the edge of the bed. So, but yeah, that we'll see if we end up.
It might be a priority
sooner than later. Yeah,
sounds like it should be a priority.
Yeah. Are your logo stickers available? So we have a Patreon tier where we send out the stickers that we have. There's a couple different tiers. One gets a couple stickers, and then there's another. I think the $10 tier, we send out the whole pack of stickers. Right now we have. Should I go grab them?
Sure, go grab them.
Where are they?
Oh, I don't know. Do you know where they are? Oh, they're with all the envelopes. Okay. I'm always the one that knows where everything is. We haven't put them available anywhere yet, just because we got a kind of a limited amount the first time we ordered them. We wanted to see what they were like and if we'd like them. Get this light a little bit brighter. But we'll show you what they look like. Yeah. Jesse has one because I shared one with her.
So there's the main Karen.
Yeah, I can hold it.
Yeah. We did our trail vagabonds.
Why are stickers so fun?
So I don't know if many of you know our van is named Ursa Minor. So that's why we have
glary.
That's what the little dipper in there. And one of the things that really spoke to us about like Ursa Minor and rock stacks and cairns was just they're usually a way of showing the way, I guess. And because we enjoy getting outside, hiking, biking, all that stuff, it was a big part of it.
And our name is Trail Vagabond. So having something that represents direction and trail and all that sort of stuff.
For the little ones, we have one for every color of the main stones too. So if you guys are interested, definitely reach out to us on Instagram. Send the email to us. Our email is listed on our page, and we can definitely work something out for sure with these if you're not looking to be a patron anytime soon. But otherwise, that's an easy way to give to us as well, and then get these. We also, in those tiers, have different things as well. There's
like a newsletter, monthly newsletter.
Yeah.
There's
handwritten notes.
Over here off the video. One of the tiers, once we're traveling, you'll get a monthly postcard from us. There's you get mentioned in the video if you're on one of our higher tiers. And then the best tier is if you are building a van, Matt offers basically full access to him for questions for the whole month if you are building your own van. So
we've had one person sign up for 2 months so far. I'm willing to do research if it will help you. Give the knowledge I have already, and really, even if it's just troubleshooting through something.
Sometimes just talking through stuff seems to help a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I found that really helpful myself. I know Drew
was a big part of that.
A big part of it, just calling him up and questioning something and hearing myself hear or say it out loud and then hear it back. Definitely does a lot to help. So
we'll probably have the stickers on our website at some point. Just right now, it doesn't make cost benefit sense to have it on there yet because it costs money to have the
we have to pay for a store.
Pay for the store and Squarespace and stuff. But
definitely reach out by email or message and stuff, and we can talk through if you want some for sure.
Hi from Pilot Mountain. Hi.
Hello.
Free Willy Mammoth. Hi from Pilot Mountain, just up the road. Wondering about the floor. Have seen or heard that it's going to be cold no matter what, so I'm considering cork in order to save on the height of the. What do you think about that? We looked at cork.
Yeah, we actually did
We
look
did.
at cork. One of the things I found was some of the problems with water damage in the
Yeah.
future. So yeah, we kind of talked about it. It worried me because we have dogs. So if if we were out hiking and we had to leave the dogs in the vehicle and one of them,
Had an accident
had
or
an
something.
accident, I was worried about it soaking things up. And then I heard some issues with mildew, mold type stuff. But it is a more natural product, so I really did like the idea of it. Your own, I don't accept the initial thing that I found while I was looking at it. So good luck, Free Willy Mammoth.
What are we going with? We're going with a bamboo.
Oh, so yeah, we it's Cali Bamboo's the company, but it's geowood, so it's like a mixture of bamboo and man-made materials, I guess. But I actually called them up. I was trying to find something through Lowe's, and they didn't have anything in stock at Lowe's. And they suggested giving them a call because they had different options. And talking with them, it seemed like the best bet for water. It does a good job of temperature changes where some vinyl floors, the shrinking and expanding and stuff can really affect things within your van. And this geowood is supposed to be a pretty decent option. And actually, we just purchased it and are hoping to get it within a week. So yeah, so that'll be one of the next projects that you guys can look forward to. A build coming out, or a video coming out, because it's kind
next
of
on the list.
Yeah, one of the reasons being all of our drawers. I tried to make drawers that will go down to the floor to give us as much storage space as possible, and then our fridge drawer and all that stuff. So I want to get the floor in before I can measure out where those will be, so I don't either make too big of a gap or too little of a gap to make it rub. So. Yeah. Hopefully that helps. The water, yeah, Tattoo June, definitely. She has her own website. She owns her own place, so off of her, find every just follow and like and all that stuff for her, 'cause she's amazing.
We like her. Let's see what else. Barbara says, haven't named my van yet. We'll have to give that some thought.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
we actually took 2 months.
Yeah, we take your time, because you don't need to have a name.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure it spoke to us. And another reason, I've always loved astronomy and just
he's
stars and stuff.
Star nerd.
So that was another reason it really spoke to us. And I don't remember if it was just where it came from. It just was like one day, like the dark colored van. It just made sense.
And also our van license plate is the Great Smoky Mountains license plate, and there's a bear on it.
Yep.
And Ursa Minor means little bear. So it just all comes together for you. Let's see, what else?
Ever plan on doing a through hike?
Through hike or a longer bike packing trip? Yes.
So actually,
lots of plans.
When Katie and me hit it off, she was trying to through hike the Superior Hiking Trail in northern Minnesota with one of my best friends. Yeah, you guys made it halfway.
We did about halfway. We did like 120 miles in like 5 days or something like that.
Yeah, the time she could get off work for it was just kind of the shoulder season for when it gets way too rainy in northern Minnesota.
It was a great hike though. It was like, it was fun. I mean, it rained a ton.
A what ton?
A bleep ton.
But yeah, so future plans. We've talked about.
We really want to do the Continental Divide.
Yeah, by bike.
On the bikes.
And
with
we are
the dogs.
Looking at getting. Burley has a more of a cargo trailer that's just flat, and we want to get them for our dogs to be able to sit in those, and then see if we have to get a cover to go over them and stuff. But
rain cover thing.
They're supposed to be. They're one wheel over. Most of the Burley trailers are two. We actually have a tail wagon. I don't know if you've seen that, but it's a two wheel cart. And if you go back and watch our bike packing Pisgah video, our friend has one as well, and he had his dog in it, but you can't make it down single track with him very well.
Yeah, with that one. So the whatever it's called, the the new one that we
Yeah,
want.
Burley XC, the Coho XC is
Yeah.
the one that we
Yeah.
are wanting. So.
There's some pretty good videos on YouTube of people using it with their dogs.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing we're gonna have to learn and work on is neither of them have ridden in a trailer.
Yeah. I mean, Wallace has on the tail wagon.
Yeah, but not in a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
Not in a
we
long time.
haven't got it out here, so
Lots of work to do before we do that. But yes, plans.
So big plans. Yeah. That was kind of a two-year plan for that trail to do it over. Yeah. I think it'll take what, three months when we were thinking about it.
Yeah, if that. Two maybe. I can't remember. Yeah, year and a half ago. It sounds like he's gonna
back. Yeah.
That's exciting. Gonna finish it. That's really cool.
Yeah, but that's on the list as well. I think we both have talked about how we would love to do the Pacific Crest Trail. So
yeah, that's always been
we'll see.
We're living through him vicariously while he's out there. Yeah. I think his he documents it on Instagram. He's a great photographer as well, and his Instagram handle I believe is Bear Bell because that's his trail name. So yeah, that's cool. Another bear thing.
Yeah. I was going to say, Drew, you just said yes to through hiking. He did the Colorado Trail. So I think you and Ryan need to chat a little bit because I know, Ryan, you might have some plans yourself coming up in that direction. So
yeah, we want to do the Colorado Trail too.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the panoramic photo taken by Hubble? Yes, I have.
Say that a little bit louder.
Oh, sorry. I'm mumbling out to myself. So Automator asked if I've seen the panoramic photo of Andromeda Galaxy taken by the Hubble telescope. So basically the Hubble telescope is up in space. So there is no light pollution, no radiation, any of the stuff that our atmosphere hurts. And so the Hubble telescope just shoots out into space with nothing, no atmosphere or anything in between it. And if you haven't seen a photo, just search.
Google it.
Yeah. Amazing. There's just so many different galaxy shots too I love space. Thanks for that question.
Big astronomer. SoCal Kevin said, "Hey guys, thanks for all the great video." Hi, Kevin.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm very glad they can be helpful. So would love to know where you are in your process. If anybody in the group wants to throw in where they are in their build, and
I think Dober Van said they were 16 months in, so they were feeling us on the length of time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Everyone does. Oh, look who's here. Hi, Jason. I thought he was going to come troll us a little bit.
Where did that sweater come from? it was, what was the website? Thrift.
Oh, Poshmark. I got it off Poshmark. But it's a Patagonia sweater.
Patagonia, yeah. Oh, wool. I needed a hood. I love hoods.
You look like a Star Wars, what are they called? Darth Vader. Oh my god, okay, never mind.
Are you saying I'm part of the dark side?
Yeah, maybe. But anyways, what Matt was saying is let us know how far you're in your build. Yes. We know Jason is done and it's functional, but I think they have some changes that they're doing.
If anybody wants to see a tour of Jason's van, let us know and maybe I'll film one at some point.
Yeah. They have a unique setup for plans for children. So if you are interested in that, you can show off their van a bit. Drew says Jason's van looks great.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Who else was
there any other ones up higher that we missed?
I don't think so.
I still can't believe. Thank you so much, Automator. Like that's.
Let's see what else.
Road trip. What is it?
We're talking about plans. It's hard to plan, with everything happening. I'm a big planner and I like to make plans. And it's been really hard to not make plans because they just like blow up and don't have plans anymore. So any plans to add super springs or some other shock absorbers? Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
definitely want to do Sumo Springs sooner than later. Just driving over some of the dirt roads and stuff, having a little bit of sway. I definitely feel it, but
Isn't there
Travels with Kevin said, "Oh my God, Adam." So yes, that is the hope.
Is there someone that does a lift for our van? Isn't there one
Yeah,
group that does a lift?
There are lift kits. There's I think a couple that do. There's like a 1.5 inch, but then there's a 3 inch from Off Highway Vans. So if anybody out there has a lift or has like thought about putting one on, I would love to know. I would love to know more.
Yeah.
I've talked to them, and it seems like I think it was $1,700, but then you have to pay to get someone to install it and stuff. Because I don't feel like I have the experience for that, but
yeah, that's a lot.
maybe.
Barbara was asking, with all of our build videos, she hasn't seen anything about a bathroom or a shower, which that was not a priority for us.
Yeah.
We are going to have like a outdoor style shower hose sort of situation.
But we only have cold water, so it will be probably cold.
But like bathroom situation, our plan is to use like either public or, dig a hole or whatever. We're not worried.
So one of the big things getting into a van is we slept in a Subaru Outback for quite a while, and that was the mode of transportation all across the U.S. I've lived for months out of that car, over the last so many years. So it never seemed to be an issue to find a place or to be able to dig a hole, or if you really needed to take a plastic bag and deal with it, or
we talk about poop all the time here, so we'll get used to it.
I know some of you like those fart sounds in the first video.
Jesse and her husband, they love those.
So yeah, I mean it's not something that we wanted to give up the space for, especially having 2 dogs in the vehicle and wanting 4 bikes in the actual garage. So yeah, it never seemed to be something that we really worried too much about.
Jason wants to know when there's our next bike pack with the van as a central hub trip. I don't know. Maybe actually in February. Text us. I have like 4 days off, and then I have like a week off. And that'd be really fun, just to like have the vans, go bike around, do some gravel ride, maybe some mountain biking, come back and have a van to sleep in. And
I know that's something I've talked to Barb a lot about, was just you have your van parked somewhere and being able to ride and do a day trip out and not stay overnight. That is something we are so excited to do in Pisgah National Forest, because there are so many dirt roads. We did a bike packing trip. Just an overnight, a 24-hour overnight or sub 24-hour overnight. And we thought to ourselves, like, if we just biked and came back to the van, it would make, hanging out with people, having a bed to sleep in, being able to clean up, cooking without any issues. Some of the comfort, it would just be an absolutely amazing thing. So hopefully we can get that planned soon, Jason.
Yeah.
Was there anything else back up here? Plans on Sumo Springs?
I don't think so.
Free Willy Mammoth ordered your Wabasa from Scott. Heck yeah, man! Like
noon the next day. That's quick.
Yeah. I will say I
mentioned our channel and he owes us a discount. What?
That's
Thanks,
awesome. Yeah, I'm sad. I ended up buying our heater through HeatSo. Didn't realize that they were different. Didn't realize warranties were no longer there. Didn't realize I can't use the Smart Temp 2.0 controller that I purchased for it. So I did my best to say in that video, please don't be stupid and go buy one of these heaters that you're going to save $200 on, because you're going to source out a couple other parts for it, and then you don't have all these things. So great choice going with them. I'm very glad he hooked you up and got it there as soon as he did, and I hope the install goes well, man.
We've had a really good experience with them.
Yeah,
and with Ryan, like helping Ryan out.
Yeah, he helped hook up Ryan, and we went down and I helped Ryan install it and kind of got them in touch and stuff. And they are a great company and are doing great things. And it seems like they care, and it's more like the mom and pop type place. So very good that you went there. And anybody else looking for a Webasto heater, I definitely suggest it. So,
Drew and Jen said that Utah company does a lift for Rams. That's why I
think it's off highway vans is what I think they might be called, and they do a 3-inch.
Was it Trent and Alley that went and did that?
Yeah, I think they were like the ones that put it on our radar.
Yeah, probably
in the first place.
Probably.
Any regrets so far in the van build? So currently, I'm planning to buy drawer slides for our kitchen. One sort of regret is that I put a face frame on the whole kitchen area because I had never built cabinets before. It seemed like when I was watching videos, that's what you do. But thinking about it, you are losing an extra inch basically for where the drawer slides are going to go and have to be able to come out of the drawer that face frame. So I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't make it either a very, very small face frame that butted right up to the edge, or just didn't do it all together, because I feel like, even though it's probably a square inch, so 38 square inches, I guess, that we're basically losing from that tiny little rail on the side. So, I mean, that's kind of a big deal, I guess, but
yeah, well, I mean, we'll see how it turns out. And
yeah.
It may not be a big deal at all in the end, but he's dreading it. I think is what's happening there.
Yeah. I have some drawer slides in my cart on a website right now, and I just haven't pulled the trigger yet because I'm debating if I can do something else or saw them off or do I don't know.
Well, that's why the floor is next.
Well, yeah, that's why the floor is next. No, but other than that, I think is there any? Do
you regret making the bed as high as you did?
No. I've never once felt bad sitting.
No, our bed is pretty comfortable.
Sitting in the bed. You put a pillow up on the edge and you lay back comfortably. So it's never bugged me to not have the headroom sitting in our bed. So I like that we can fit the beds or the bikes without any issue.
Wait, he didn't want to get a dropper post.
I mean, I did want to get a dropper post. But
that's why the bed.
It costs money. So yeah,
our whole bed height was built on the fact that you didn't want a dropper post.
Yeah, well, in the future we'll have dropper posts and have all that space to store something. Yeah. Other than that, I think the only regrets are anytime I make a little mistake that I notice, and most people don't, but I see it and I'm like, God dang it! I can't believe I did that.
Perfectionist.
Yeah.
On that note, Jason wants to know what's the next coolest tool you're going to buy.
Oh, the next coolest tool.
We have all of them already. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I don't know.
Welding. He said welding. Not yet.
Not yet. Next coolest tool. I don't know. I've kind of.
What did you just buy? Did you tell them what you just bought?
The miter saw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, of course, I sent Jason a picture immediately.
But I meant everyone else.
Oh, everybody else. No, actually, in the last.
And Jason said he could have sold you a dropper post.
Oh, dang.
Hindsight.
Yeah, always 2020. No, so yeah, if people don't know, there was always a blue miter saw in all of my videos.
That's Jason's.
That was Jason's. He let me borrow it for 8 months or so. So I returned it to him, immediately went to Lowe's, and I bought myself a miter saw. And actually in the tile video, I had a scene of me using it and saying something about it. And I think I ended up editing it out because that video was a little bit longer already. And I hate to leave you guys with 25-minute videos if I can cut it down to 18 or something. So I left that bit out, but I have a new miter saw and I've used it twice.
Really? Didn't you use it on the kitchen a couple?
Yeah. I mean, I just made some open shelving for our kitchen, so I cut those with it.
You did some fan stuff with it.
I did just the framing for our tile backsplash. I did with it, but
I thought of one regret.
Otherwise, we haven't done anything else.
I thought of one regret. We got the swivel seats put in with the dealership. Words.
Yeah.
And I can't drive the van because they're too tall.
Yeah.
So I have yet to drive the van. That's actually our next project, not just the floor. We bought new swivel seat bases, and that's a priority because I want to be able to drive the van and take the van.
Yeah, so they're hopefully in the mail. I don't know. I mean,
so that'll be hopefully a pretty quick video.
All like van life products seem to be back ordered, so I'm hoping they don't come like 3 months from now. But they're on order.
It's been a year. I mean,
our dealership bought the discount van truck swivels, which add 2 inches to your seat. So if you're going to do swivels yourself, I wouldn't suggest them because you have to cut the wires for all of the airbags and all that stuff and put them together. They did that, so I don't have to worry about it. So basically, I can just unplug the seat, pull it off, pull the base off, and put in that new base without having to cut any wires or do any of that stuff since it's already installed. But it's a big hassle, and I don't understand why a dealership wouldn't tell you, like, it's going to add 2 inches and your partner might not be able to drive.
Maybe
so
even think of it, I'm sure.
Yeah. So that was kind of a disappointment, but.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, me too.
Well, yeah, because when we drove back to Wisconsin, he had to drive the entire time because I couldn't drive. Yeah. Like, what happens if you got sick or something? We'd just be stuck.
Yeah. We did, straight shot drive. So it was like 18 hours of driving there and back in one go.
Drew said they did the slim swivel, 1 inch. It added 1 inch. Bottom.
Which one is it?
Slim swivel. Slim swivel.
Well, that might be one that anybody who's thinking about doing swivels should look into.
Yeah,
because discount van truck, unless you buy the bases and all that stuff, it's not worth it, I don't think.
Yeah.
Where else?
That's about it.
Have you picked out door and drawer pulls yet? So I've already made the drawers.
You did?
Not the actual drawers, sorry, but
I was like, what?
I was thinking drawer fronts. So the drawer fronts, they are going to match the upper cabinet drawer or door fronts.
Yeah.
So I cut them all at the same time out of one big piece of plywood. So they're just sitting in the shed waiting for me to get the drawer boxes put together. And I'm just going to I have a couple sheets of the 5 foot by 5 foot Baltic birch still in the 1/2 inch size. So I'm probably going to make the boxes just out of that because I know they're solid. I have the wood already. Yeah. I won't have to worry too much about it. So. And
then the pulls, we're doing the locking things, right?
Or what are we doing for the doors? So if you guys have seen the upper cabinet videos, the upper cabinet door videos, those or the I guess the outside water cabinet door, those push button, they push out and you have to twist them to unlock them. So they have a catch on the back and the thing holds in place until you twist it and it unlocks. So those will be the things
slide open and all that
holding our drawers shut. And then I think for our fridge, we're going to do 2 of the actual, those D-ring style ones. I'm going to pick those up. I haven't bought them yet, but they're in the wish list on Amazon. So those are kind of the plan there.
I think that was it. We're almost at an hour. Wow. We can just talk and talk and talk. That went quickly. We were thinking just about an hour, huh?
Welding equipment.
I think we answered everything.
Yeah, I was just looking through again because I didn't read everything.
Rings might make noise. That's a good point.
Well, they're they're spring clipped shut. I can't.
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up.
You're gonna spend time looking it up.
It'll show it on the camera. It's in my wish list. So you keep talking, and then I'll.
Pressure on. I don't know what to talk about. At the hour mark, all ideas go out the window.
Is that it?
He says link him later.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thanks, Drew. Save us all. But yeah, I think an hour we're probably
it's right.
Get out of there.
You just messed it up.
Well, now you got him on it, so.
Well, yeah. This one's white, but those two. So it's the same company that makes the push buttons ones we have, but they're a little bit bigger and so they can hold more weight. So I figured having that for the fridge, and then it also you can use that to pull the fridge out because the fridge is heavier. I figured it would help
Yeah.
out a little bit. So
That's a good idea. Which we haven't bought the fridge yet either.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering.
We have a cooler that we'll use in place of that for a while. So
it works fine.
Some of those big purchases, the Yeti 3000X, the refrigerator, I guess those are the two big.
Yeah,
and then window covers. We want to upgrade window covers. I know talking with Drew, they went with Explorer Life. I know some people out there, most everyone knows that company just if they have an Instagram account. So that's who we're hoping to go with when we get there. So it's another
purchase.
Few, $1,000 or something.
Yeah, it's
so
like $1,200.
Way down the budget list. Yeah. Explore Outfitters for sure. Anybody else have any other questions or want to plug their van build, their Instagrams or anything? Oh, here we go. What's your gas mileage after build compared to sticker MPG? So the ProMaster doesn't really have a sticker mile per gallon only because federal law doesn't say they need to for those giant vans. So I've seen various claims for the miles per gallon being 20 miles to the gallon, 15 miles to the gallon, different things. Normally on trips we see 16. Usually that's what the computer says is 16 miles to the gallon.
And we're not done yet either. Like it's not fully loaded with stuff or anything. So that's probably going to change a bit.
Yeah, it definitely could for sure.
Yeah.
And we do have all-terrain tires on, so that might affect some of our efficiency. And I haven't actually drilled down on, how many miles we drove, how much gas I put back in the vehicle and done the math for it. So I don't know the exact miles per gallon, but I think that's pretty much where we sit pretty much every time I look at the trip computer is 16 miles to the gallon. So. Yeah. And Drew said he would get 14 to 16 in his 9,000 pound. He had the 3,500 extended, I believe. So that was a bigger van than ours is.
Do you plan on installing a step outside on the side of the van?
We've talked about it. If we did a lift, we definitely would. I don't know if it makes sense before that.
Yeah, probably not.
Because we haven't really had issues with it, I guess. But
good leg workout.
Yeah.
Step up, step out. Step
down. But I mean, if we ever did that 3-inch lift kit, definitely.
Jason wants to know how we know how much our vans weigh. I think you just go to you can get it weighed. Someone will weigh it for you.
Yeah, just like where the truckers go on the highway. And there's different stores around that do it as well. An automator gave another gift. Looking forward to more traveling vids. Coffee's on me, man.
Thanks.
You're amazing. If I buy a beer, is that okay? Let's see.
Yeah, cat scale at a Pilot.
Cat scale at a Pilot. Yeah, so. One of those big trucker gas stations.
We can do a van trip, Jason. Go weigh our vans once they're done.
Oh, and Ryan said just a big fat thank you for helping me and hanging with me. Man, it was awesome. I'm excited. The video that's dropping tomorrow is me helping Ryan with his Webasto heater. And honestly, my cheeks hurt because we were laughing the whole time and just having a blast. So
and you were cold.
And we were cold. That was like a way to warm up, I guess. We were just laughing at everything, but it was it was cold.
It was cold. You were very cold. You can tell in the video. You see.
All right.
And they're just talking about weighing and
weight shake, Craig. Oh wait, I was picturing that
shake weight.
Shake weight. We'll keep this.
We're gonna get kicked off of YouTube.
Oh no. Yeah, man. Tried beer at a Maine beer company called Lunch. It's my favorite. All right. I wonder if it comes down here. I know there's quite a few people from Maine that come to North Carolina, and there are different Maine breweries, I think, that come down this way. So I'll have to definitely look for that, but I haven't seen it at all lately. We do have a place called Stella Brew in town, and they get a lot of craft beer. So maybe I'll ask them, give them a call and ask them if they can get it in somehow. So that would be sweet.
They're just laughing about the shake weight now.
True.
You guys.
Oh, big white van. What else? What else do you guys want to know? We have any other big?
No.
No.
I think we should go to bed is what I think.
Okay.
I have to work tomorrow. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
long day.
It is 10
Jason, you
o'clock.
missed it. We got one. We got a drone.
I immediately told him.
Oh, I'm like he doesn't know.
Yeah. Somebody in my neighborhood. So Jason doesn't live far from us. He's one of our good friends here in Winston-Salem. One of my friends, the other day, I was over at his house after I dropped something off that I had borrowed from him. And he said somebody with a drone was flying over his house and like dropped down into their backyard and then like flew up and out after that. So I don't know if that was you, Jason, but he was pretty creeped out by it.
Wait, who is that? Zach said that?
Yes. He said if he had a gun, he would shoot out of the air.
It was probably Jason.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
but drone plans? No, I mean, we just bought a drone. It is.
No, it's over there.
Oh, well, it was in a box behind me, but now it's somewhere else. I'm going to do an unboxing video because I figure why not? And I'm hoping to get it out to Hobby Park. So, Jason, if you want to show me what that's all about, man, like, let's do that.
Yeah, go fly some drones.
Yeah, but I'm really excited. I think it'll definitely help, bolster footage on our channel because right now I set up a camera by myself and I don't usually have help with other angles and all that stuff, and it takes time. So just having some of that B-roll to throw in between different shots and stuff, I'm excited for. So sweet.
They're asking, where did you find the Baltic birch in Winston?
Isn't
it from that lumber yard or whatever that we use?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but I know.
So it's called Smith Phillips. It's a another kind of ma and pa lumber yard here.
The north part of Winston.
Yeah, it's in the north part of Winston. They get a lot of like better quality wood. They actually have a CNC machine, and they told me if I ever wanted them to CNC anything for me, they would do it. And I'm kind of sad I didn't take them up on that, especially when I drilled all of those holes in our bed frame, because letting a machine do it would have been cool. But I've also thought about going up there and just starting to maybe talk about different ideas I might have for things in the future.
Yeah.
Not that it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But
hi, Haley.
If you ever get
hi,
down,
Haley, I miss you.
Hey, Haley.
Hi.
But yeah, I mean, if you ever get down, I definitely check them out, and they're a pretty awesome shop. They, that's where we got our ceiling boards from. They were able to order those in for us, which was shiplap, just plain pine boards, which was something that I couldn't find at any of the big box stores. That Baltic birch was 5x5 sheets. It's such a solid wood. I can't recommend using that enough over some of the other stuff that's out there. So, yeah. Jason Fanning, all day. You want to fly drones all day? Or?
All day, yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Thanks, guys.
Travels with Kevin says, thanks, guys. Yeah. Definitely need to do it again. Yeah, we like this. It was fun.
Yeah. So I guess, is that more of a sign off then? Because everybody's saying goodbye.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're at like an hour, 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. So.
That's a good, I mean, I can't believe we talked for an hour.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. I hope we answered questions that you may have had, or
there will be more questions, I'm sure.
Yeah, we are hoping to do this once a month, and we also are planning through Patreon. There will be a more intimate,
maybe like a Zoom call.
Yeah, Zoom call on that. We talked about doing like live stream type stuff, but probably a Zoom call where we're actually talking to people, so
we can see your beautiful faces.
Yeah, if you're ever interested, look at signing up for that. The cheapest tier is $3. It goes up to $50, and that's the one-on-one time with me. But yeah, I mean,
we had fun. We appreciate you all.
Yeah, look for that video dropping tomorrow at 10 a.m. That's kind of our normal Saturday time. So
bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Oh.